Hi guys, it's me Lewis, and today I'm here to do my second Q&A video. I was going to do it tomorrow, but I thought, fuck it, I might as well do it today, considering the fact that Riptor's trailer isn't out yet, so there's going to be 2 videos coming out in one day. So once this video is uploaded, I'm pretty sure the Riptor reaction video will be uploaded later. I'm going to start off with Weird Old Fanatic 2788 questions, because he's got a shit ton of them. There's quite a lot of them. There's quite a lot of them that I'm actually going to skip because they're either just too awkward to answer, or I just don't have the answers to the question at all. So I do apologise, mate. But here we go. Start off with the first question. How exactly did you come up with the YouTube name Fat Man and Pop? Well, the name I came up with that was basically I drew like these 2 really shitty superheroes I did when I was really young. I just said to myself, I can't think of a YouTube name, so I thought, fuck it, I'll just go with Fat Man and Pop, and that was it. That's pretty much what the name I came up with, really. How long have you been drawing, and overall an artist? I've been drawing since I was like, what, at the age of 7, 6? I don't know, one of those ages. Because, you know, I've still got sketchbooks in there. I'm getting ideas at the moment. So, I mean, obviously my art style's like gotten better over time. I want to like skip. I want to like skip doing cartoon drawings. I want to like work on like realistic comic book ish type of art. If you get what I'm saying, you know what I mean? Like similar to like Marvel and DC. You know what I mean? Similar to that. Question 3. I'm gonna skip that. Question 4. Here we go. What musical genre do you enjoy listening to? That's a very good question, my friend. I listen to a bit of deep house, and I do listen to quite a lot of drum and bass. Those are my favourite 2 type of genres of music. Have you entered into / participated in any spicy food competitions? Also, have you eaten any hot food peppers before? And if so, what are the hottest ones? Okay, 1, I don't compete in any competition of hot foods whatsoever because I find it fucking stupid. And 2, the green peppers have got to be the hottest peppers I've ever tasted. And no, I am not trying those ghost peppers. You can fuck that shit right off. Not happening in a million years. Favourite badass male characters, and also your least favourites. Favourite ones: Johnny Cage, Cyrax, Cabal, Fulgord, Spinal, Conra, surprisingly, he's pretty badass. Oh, who is that? Jack from Power Stone, Ryoma from Power Stone as well, Blizzard from Primal Rage. Who's that other crazy bastard? Oh, that Psycho from Dead Rising. Who was that guy? Oh yeah, that old bastard. That general dude from Dead Rising 3. You know, the like the overweight guy who had that grenade launcher when he was the final boss. If you know me, I completely forgot his name. Do apologise. Least favourite ones were Jago, because he's a cunt. What was that other character? Tusk, because he's a twat. Liu Kang, because he's a pussy. Raiden, because he's a dumbass, obviously. Well, he's a dumbass in personality, but not as like, you know, he's not as like, you know, a piece of shit when he's like fighting. I mean, he's a pretty good fighter, don't get me wrong on that. But yeah, those are my least favourite ones on that part. Your thoughts on anime fighters / fighting games, and have you played any in return? Well, obviously I played anime fighting games. I mentioned this before. I played Rival Schools, Power Stone, King of Fighters, Bloody Roar. What was that anime game I played? It was developed by Konami. Man, it's been quite a while since I played that game. And there was another one that Namco made as well back on the PlayStation 1. I completely forgot what it was. Oh man, I remember the gameplay of it, but I don't remember the name. I don't remember the name of it because I haven't played it in such a long time. But yeah, anime fighting games, I've played them, and they're actually pretty good. Really, I would say they're not terrible. The ones I've played, I mean, they're pretty damn good. The ones I've found pretty interesting, quite anticipating as well. So yeah. Are you an anime fan, and if so, what are your favourite anime series? Right, I'm not exactly a die-hard anime fan, but I did used to watch Dragon Ball Z, One Piece, and a few others. I can't remember off the top of my head, but yeah, those are the ones I've watched, and I've completely lost track of where I am on Dragon Ball Z. To be fair, I can't even remember which episode I'm on now. Completely lost track altogether. How exactly you became a KI yeah, how exactly did you become a fan of the KI series and overall a KI fan? Right, I have mentioned this before in one of my videos. I played Killer Instinct back in the arcades, and I saw Killer Instinct Gold. And I said to my mum, I want to buy Killer Instinct Gold. Got it for the N64, played it to death, and Killer Instinct 2 overall is one of my favourite Killer Instinct games of all time. And to be quite honest with you, there used to be an arcade like 5 streets away from where I live. It was a massive warehouse, and me and my mates used to go there every time after school. We just like you know we just like put tons and tons of £1 coins in tons and tons of arcade cabinets. They actually kept some classics as well. They kept the Duck Hunt arcade game, surprisingly. Honestly, I love Duck Hunt, man. It was so much fun. Double Dragon, F-Zero AX, which explains why I got the F-Zero AX characters, which I did mention before. What's that one? The House of the Dead series, the Time Crisis series, Sega Rally. There was tons, man, tons, and of course Killer Instinct, Mortal Kombat, etc. You get the idea. KI1 or KI2 in both / no preferences. Well, they're both good, I would say, but KI2 is one of my favourites. And I will say it's one of the best I've ever played in my life. I mean, yeah, it is a damn shame that they didn't bring Thunder, Cinder, or Riptor into KI2, which was, you know, pretty stupid why they didn't do that. But in any case, you know, it's still awesome as usual. Favorite KI Season 1 themes? Ooh, that's a very good question. Fulgors, Spinals, and Orchids. They're pretty damn awesome to listen to. Favorite and best KI Season 1 stages? Thunders, Fulgors, Orchids, Spinals, and Sable. Surprisingly, it's pretty damn impressive with Sable's stage, I will say. Any MK characters you would like / want to see appear in Killer Instinct? Ooh. I don't know. Ooh, either Goro or Raiden, really. One of them two. I mean, they would suit Killer Instinct perfectly well. Raiden will get on well with Thunder. Trust me, those two will get along really well. But alright, there's 3 questions I'm gonna skip, unfortunately, because they're just one of them's awkward to fucking even answer. Jeez, mate, can you just come up with better questions next time instead of come up with ones that aren't fucking awkward, please? Honestly. Game companies that basically tick you off, right? Capcom for starters, they are a bunch of fucking twats now. Not they, you know, they never used to be like that back in the day, but now, I mean, what the fuck happened, man? They just became a bunch of fucking dicks. Which I'm just like, huh? What the fuck, man? Come on, Capcom, don't be a bunch of fucking bellends, honestly. Activision, because they're just greedy bastards. Same goes with EA, they are greedy fucking bastards, because EA are even worse than any other company out there. They see us as just like walking pinatas of money. That's all they see in us. And I'll say this right now, Star Wars Battlefront 3 is going to be my last chance with EA, like I've already said. And surprisingly, Ubisoft, I'm starting to hate Ubisoft now because they're slowly starting to become EA 2.0. Surprisingly, no joke. But yeah, those are the companies I truly hate the most. Your first console, portable, and or PC, or all of the above. My first console was the Sega Genesis, but in the UK it was called Mega Drive, and that was like one of the best consoles I played. Don't worry, the N64 is got to be the best as well, but it's hard to choose which one is the number one for me. It's really difficult. But I did used to play a lot of PC games back in the day, back in the late 90s and early 2000s. But I've stopped from there. I just want to stick to consoles now. Just because I want to because it's video games and shit like that. But yeah, Sega Mega Drive, well done game. But I mean, I really want Sega to make consoles again, but it's never gonna happen. You know that. Games you find to be boring, right? That is a very good question. There is one game that I will be going into more detail once I do my second worst games I've played in past and present. But right, whatever you do, if you have a Wii U, right? do not, and I repeat, do not buy Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric. It is a boring fucking game. And go and look at people's reviews on the internet, because they say the exact same thing. No joke. They say it's boring, and they say other stuff which I'm not going to mention because I want to save that for my second video of worst games I've played. But yeah, go and look up their reviews. They all say the exact same fucking thing. No joke. Stupidest and dumbest games. Oh man, there was this one fucking game I played on the on the 360. Oh man, it was a demo though, by the way. And oh man, it was called Ride to Hell Retribution. I don't know if anyone's aware of that. That has got to be one of the most stupidest fucking games I have ever played in my life. It is garbage, man. Absolute fucking garbage. And I will be going into more detail with that game as well once I do that other video as well. So yeah. Games you just can't get enough of, and overall you're fanatic. Fucking, I can't even get my fucking words out. Or overall you're a fanatic of, right? The F-Zero series, of course, except for two of them I'm not really a fan of, which is Maximum Velocity and GP Legend. Wasn't really a fan of those games to begin with. I was more of a fan of F-Zero X and GX and AX, obviously. What was that other one? Oh man, Killer Instinct, of course. Oh man, you know, if I wish I did not sell my fucking Dreamcast. The Power Stone series I loved to death so much. I loved that game from Capcom. One of my favourites from them. Wow, there was just so many games. I just wish I did not sell my console. I just did not. Did not fucking sell them. Honestly, God, there's so many, man. I'm just trying to remember some of them, but it's just so difficult to remember the names. You know what I mean? The Crash Bandicoot, I remember back in the day, I could not get enough of that. That game was fucking awesome. So was Spyro, Jak and Daxter and Ratchet and Clank. Those games were fucking awesome. I will say they were brilliant games, well done by Naughty Dog and Insomniac Games. But yeah. Twisted Metal, I will say, the Twisted Metal series was pretty damn good and, well, pretty violent as well. I actually enjoyed that game to death. Games you found to be stiff and clunky and as well unresponsive. Right, there was this one game I played on the PlayStation 1, right? And it was called Aeronauts. Not only was it the most ugliest fucking game I played, it was so clunky, so stiff and unresponsive. And get this, there was actually a few glitches in the game. And the funny thing is, Sony was actually supposed to buy out the company who made that game. Unfortunately, they went bankrupt back in 2003. And, yeah, Aeronauts has got to be one of the worst PlayStation 1 games I've played in my life. It was shite. Absolute garbage, man. It was so stiff and clunky. I was like, fuck this game. I don't want to play this anymore. It's so crap. Honestly, it was horrible. Games found to be smooth and fluid as well. Responsive. King of Fighters 98 was actually pretty smooth. F-Zero GX was pretty smooth controls. There was a few others as well. Forza Motorsports 1 and 2 and 3 obviously. And also 4. I forgot to mention 4. Sorry. Haven't even got a chance to play 5 yet, so I'll can't really say much about that. Oh man, what was that other game I played? For some bizarre reason, that reboot of that Spyro game, The New Beginning, you know what I mean? That new Spyro, that Spyro reboot that came out back in 2008 or 2007. Yeah, that was actually one of the that was one of my that was actually quite a really smooth game I played there. Pretty damn smooth and easy to control. Games that you feel and / believe should retire. Right, Call of Duty for starters needs to fucking retire and possibly come back like a temporary retirement, but like come back within like 10 or 15 years or so. With like bigger ideas, new stuff to the table, you know what I mean? Same goes with Sonic, because honest to God, that franchise is killing Sega. I am not joking you. They are in the shitter right now. there is there are other games out there as well. I'm trying to remember. Assassin's Creed needs to stop as well. They seriously need to stop with that game. Because one day, because that game will get to a position where they're just going to recycle the same story over and over and over again. It's just going to get to a point where fuck this game, I'm not playing this anymore. That Ubisoft I've got to like stop at a certain day and a certain year, certain week, certain month. You know what I mean? So yeah, those are the type of games I think that should retire. Games you like / want to be remade, rebooted. I've already mentioned this before, mate. Go back and watch my videos. I've mentioned this before. End of. 26, same thing. Games you start raging on over. Right, that's a very good question. There was actually this one Sonic game I remember playing back in the day. Sonic Riders, I believe it was back in 2005, 2006. Good lord, the story mode was fucking annoying to beat. Honestly, it took me 2.5 years to actually beat that shit. Because the AI was too fucking repetitive. You just could not beat them. And it was so annoying. You were like, what the fuck, man? Come on. I mean, yeah, F-Zero GX is difficult, as all of you may know, but good lord, that game was fucking annoying to beat. I was trying to unlock some new boards, new characters and shit like that. But I just said to myself, when I complete this game, I said to myself, fuck this game, I don't want to fucking play anymore. After when I complete the story mode, that is. Saints Row 4, I will admit, certain missions aren't fucking fun. I will admit. Don't get me wrong, the humor's brilliant. The parodying of the games and films and all that is brilliant. Don't get me wrong on that. But half of the missions aren't even fucking fun. They are annoying. You just die straight away just like that. I use all my guns, all my abilities and shit like that. I just keep on dying instantly, and I'm obviously I managed to complete the game, and I said to myself, fuck this as well. Just took the disc out and said, fuck this game, not playing that anymore, because it's fucking annoying sometimes, I swear to God. But yeah, those are the games I did rage over on. I mean, to be quite honest with you, I didn't used to like get like, you know, really stressed out and rage a lot like I used to when I was a kid, but I've kind of like died down on that. It's only like 1 or 2 games that are like really frustrating and really annoying. Not the certain ones that I would enjoy playing, but you get what I mean, right? You get what I mean. Games you don't consider to be true, real, actual video games. I really don't know any, to be fair. That's one question I'm going to skip. Games you hate with a passion, at least ones that you find really very disappointing. Well, I've already mentioned that, man, so what's the point? I've already mentioned that question. Most family and kid-friendly games you played. Man, that's a very good question, my friend. I used to play these games on the PC, developed by Humongous Entertainment. I'm gonna put that link in the description. I am so glad these guys are back, because these guys were part of my childhood. And they used to create Pajama Sam, Spy Fox, Freddy Fish, Putt, Fatty Bear. They made a shit ton of games that I just adored from those guys so much. And my favorite games from them were the Pajama Sam series and the Spy Fox series. And they've already announced that 2015 they're bringing in some new titles. And I hope to God there's Pajama Sam 5 or Spy Fox 4. Please, Humongous, please. I want those games to happen. I will buy them. I swear to you, I'll go back to PC gaming if you bring back those games. They were kid friendly. They were awesome. I want to relive my childhood again, man. Oh, they were so fucking awesome, man. They were so cool. Do you think video games are starting to become realistic and lifelike as well as increasingly using mocaps? Well, some of them are starting to look realistic. I mean, take a look at Uncharted, for example. Well, except for the magical tomb shit, But yeah, but to be quite honest with you, realistic stuff nowadays with the technology that we have now is making quite stuff look way more realistic and way more beautiful, man. If you think about it, it's really nice. Game characters, including bosses you find to be cheap and or broken, including Shadow Jago. Right, yeah, I will admit Shadow Jago is going to be a broken is a broken arsehole, to be fair. Aria for Killer Instinct Season 2, she's going to be a broken bitch. I tell you right now. Season 3 could be Idol or Gargos. We don't know yet, but Deathborn from GX was a complete pain in the arse to beat, because every time you're trying to destroy him, he respawns on the track within 5 seconds, which is just like, fuck me, you just can't kill him. You have to like actually win the race in order for him to like die. You know what I mean? But honest to God, there's a shit ton of like bosses that I will say. Trypticon from War for Cybertron, I will say. He was an absolute dickhead. I swear down. He kills you within like 10 seconds, and you don't even get a chance to even take cover or like try and kill him or whatever. You have to play the game on co-op in order to beat him. It's fucking annoying. I swear down. Games you find to be cheap and broken. Man, I can't think of any really. What was the cheapest game what was the cheapest broken game I played? Man, I really don't know. I really fucking don't know, man. Wow. I do apologise, man. I can't even. Man, I can't remember. Nah, I can't find any games. Oh yeah, there's also one question I accidentally skipped here. Sorry. Games you find to be laugh riots. Right, there is actually a few I will say. The Deadpool game was fucking hilarious. Saints Row 4's humour and pop culture parodies were brilliant, I will say. Very well done. Including Keith David was in there, surprisingly. I was quite shocked to see him in there. Jazzpunk has got to be one of my favourite indie games of all time, and I would recommend getting it on the PS4 or on the PC. Go and buy it now. That game is fucking hilarious, I will say. It's basically taking the piss out of from the 60s with like the Soviet Union, and it's like you know, it's got like parodies of James Bond, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. There's so many references in that game, and honest to God, it is awesome. Go and play Jazzpunk, people. I want you to play it. It's worth the money. It's worth your time. Games you find to be abruptive and or at the same time feeling like a cliffhanger. Oh man. Well, The Wolf Among Us, it feels like a cliffhanger. So you can tell season 2 of that is going to be on the way. Season 3 of The Walking Dead's already been announced. Oh man. And you can tell Telltale's new game of the Game of Thrones, which I believe is based off that TV show. It's gonna have a cliffhanger as well at the same time. If you think about it, same goes with The Last of Us. You can tell there's gonna be a sequel of that, without doubt. Because in fact they just ended it like there with just Ellie's face just like nodding like that, and it just like goes straight to the credits. That's basically what happened there. Okay, 37. I'm gonna skip that one because that's just very fucking awkward to answer. Games you find to be violent, brutal, bloody, gory, dark, intense, or all the above. Mortal Kombat for starters. Carmageddon. I remember playing that back in the day. That was some brutal fucking shit. You like running over cows, old grannies. I will admit the game was fucking funny, but at the same time brutal. There was this one game I really wanted to play back on PlayStation 1, but unfortunately got cancelled due to the fact that it was just too violent and sexual. Called Thrill Kill, which I think a few people may be aware of that game. If you want to look at the prototype versions, go and look them up on YouTube. The former developers have actually uploaded the footage on the internet. What was the other gory game I played? Besides Mortal Kombat. Well, to be quite honest with you, Killing Instinct was sort of gory back in the arcades, I would say. Sort of, there's not many I can think of besides Twisted Metal as well. Oh yeah, God of War. What? How can I forget God of War? Yeah, God of War I will say is pretty gruesome. But yeah, that's pretty much all I can think of really. God, I'm trying to remember. Is there any other bloody games, other gory games I'm trying to remember? Man, it's just something I'm trying to think of. Male and female characters' voices you find to be annoying, irritating. Oh man, this is a very good question, man. Kasumi from Dead or Alive 5. I just can't stand her voice. Her voice is annoying. I've played the demo of Guilty Gear Xrd at my friend's house. I've got to admit, half the characters' voices just are either annoying or they just don't match the characters in general. That's all. Slippy from Star Fox, he is the most annoying fucking piece of shit ever. Besides, the only voice I didn't find irritating from him was the Star Fox Assault Slippy Toad. He wasn't annoying. I kind of took him more seriously, but the rest of the other Slippy voice actors, they're just, oh my god, it just makes my fucking brain hurt. Honestly, God, it's just annoying, man. Oh man, honestly. Male and female characters were voices that you enjoy and love listening to. Oh man, oh. Sweet Tooth from Twisted Metal, Wolverine's voice, obviously, Deadpool's voice, Jago's obviously from Killer Instinct 3, I will say, is got to be fucking brilliant. It's like perfect English, but it's like a badass voice for him. I will say it's really well done. Sudira's, I will say, is pretty good because you actually learn a bit of learn like a different language from her as well. Same goes with Thunder's, because obviously Thunder is Native American, but you get the idea. It's just brilliant the way how they like gets people like that to actually learn that type of language. It's brilliant. It's absolutely epic. But yeah, hang on. Where's his other questions? Alright, he's got more questions here somewhere. Oh, here we go. Alright, here we go. Question 41. What types of foods do you enjoy eating? Pizza, obviously. I mean, who doesn't like pizza? I do eat quite a lot of like spicy meat type of food. You know what I mean? Like pork, chicken, spicy lamb. You know, it's absolutely delicious, man. Absolutely gorgeous. You just add a drop of wine in there. Like a drop of lemon. Cut a bit of butter off it. Like, you know. And wow, it's just gorgeous as hell, man. Absolutely beautiful the way it's well done. It's just mwah. What are your reactions when you saw The Last of Us adapted into a live action movie? To be fair though, I'm not really looking forward to it. To be fair, I'm not really a big fan of The Last of Us. I mean, I have played the game. I've managed to play the game for a little bit. My cousin has a PS3. We've went to his house. He managed to complete it when I was there, and you know, when I heard about the announcement of when they're making that game into a film, I was like, nah. And there's a second film based best and worst video game movie adaptations. Right, every movie that I've seen are equally shit. Right, the Super Mario Brothers movie, that was fucking garbage. The Dead or Alive movie was fucking garbage. The Need for Speed movie was fucking garbage. Right, there is not a video game movie that I can think of that are great. The films that I've watched that are based around video games are equally shit, okay? So, there's no best. They're just terrible for me. I'm sorry, but that's just in my opinion. Glitchiest and buggiest games you've played. Day One Gary's Incident, which I've mentioned, has got to be one of the glitchiest, buggiest games I've played, and I'm not playing that piece of shit again. Go ahead, developers, go ahead, complain, try and take this video down, take this video down, come on, I fucking dare you, go on, do it, 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 go on, I fucking dare you, twats. Your favourite game weapons and the ones that you enjoy using, right. My favourite ones are the grenade launcher and a chainsaw. They're my favourite weapons of all time. Just like getting a chainsaw and just going, die, motherfucker! Just crazy shit like that, you know what I mean? It's just absolutely brilliant. Games you find to be addictive at the same time and got you hooked onto them. Right, there are actually two games that I've been playing on the Ouya recently. I believe you can get them on the PC as well, and also on Android and iOS. Skyriders, I will say, is pretty damn addictive, and Tetris Fusion. Those two games are very, very addictive as hell. And honestly, God, man, they are brilliant. Well done games, and they're quite addictive as well. I will say they are pretty fun and pretty annoying at times, but they are pretty fun at the same time if you think about it. I'm gonna skip 47. Games you find to be deep and complex and as well confusing, including Mortal Kombat. Confusing. I have played The Evil Within recently, and I will say that is actually quite a confusing game. It's kind of like a gigantic clusterfuck going on. Even though it's quite a creepy game, even though it's made by the original maker of Resident Evil, but I did find it a bit confusing at times, and that's just pretty much the only game I can think of that's very confusing and what's going on. Do you think / believe a numerous game delays is becoming a trend, and if so, do you find it to be a smart, necessary move on part of the game companies? Right, one, it's not a trend, right? Two, it's not a best move. It is a stupid move, right? You don't announce a date for a game that isn't fucking ready yet, or it's filled with tons of glitches, unless you want to rush the game and make a shit ton of money off it for no fucking reason. If once the game is ready, it's ready. Once it's done, it's done. You can announce the date for that game now. Once it's completely finished. There's no point in announcing a date for it, then go out and then go back and say, oh wait, we need to delay it for a little bit for a little while. There's no point calling it a trend, mate. That's just the most stupid thing to say. It's not a trend. It's not. Don't fucking sit there and say it is. It's not. It's not fucking trending in the slightest. What do you think about Mortal Kombat X Killer Instinct crossover fighting games? Or are you against the idea? I'm not actually against it. I'm actually quite positive about it. I actually think the idea could be brilliant because I've actually heard that Ken Lobb and Ed Boon are actually discussing about that. They haven't confirmed anything just yet, but fingers crossed if they do announce any Killer Instinct cross Mortal Kombat fighting game, which I would really love to see, because I want to see like Jago versus Scorpion, Orchid versus Sonya, Johnny Cage versus TJ Combo, Cyrax versus Fulgore, Shang Tsung versus Conrad, shit like that. That is something I would love to see, man. Put obviously like the brutal fatalities in with from Mortal Kombat, do the ultra combos for Killer Instinct, bring like a mixture of them into that game. That would be brilliant. I would love to see that shit any day of the week. And its final one, what crossover fighting games have you played? Mate, I've already mentioned this. I've played all the Capcom crossover games, like Capcom SNK 1 and 2, Marvel vs. Capcom 1, 2 and 3. What was the other one? Tatsunoko vs. Capcom, one of my favourite ones of all time. Unfortunately, Nintendo shut down the online servers, but what can you do? It's Nintendo. But yeah, that's pretty much what I can think of. And that's this questions out the way. Let's focus on other people's questions. From Dark Joey Light Joey, are you ever planning to buy an Xbox One? And if so, is there any special edition ones that you have grabbed your interest, or are you planning on sticking with the default black console? Very good question, my friend. I am getting the Xbox One. Don't worry about that. I'm planning on getting the one that comes with three or four games. Obviously, it's gonna be a bit expensive, but it's like you're playing like more games for more entertainment, so keeps you more occupied. I was gonna go for the one that was white that came with Sunset Overdrive, but I thought to myself, nah, fuck it, I'm gonna go with one that had like 3 games, but a bit more expensive, but it gives a shit. So yeah, that's pretty much what I'm gonna do, really. Right, from a very good subscriber of mine, Dragon Raptor 792. In all characters so far in the Killer Instinct Season 2, what would you rate the designs 1 to 5? TJ Combo, I would say 3 because one, well, call me a nostalgia prick if you want, if you will, but the eye patch suits him. Okay, they should have brought it back since day one. Come on. They should have given him like a hoodie, pair of jeans, like had like stars and like stripes on it, shit like that, to represent that he's like the true American boxer. That's a TJ Combo I would love to see, man. But no, they just went with the combo gym bullshit. But I will say his gameplay is brilliant. I will say, very well done. Myers, I would give that a 4 actually, because that's how you redesign a character. No joke. Conraz, I would give that a 4 as well. But what can you do? He's a non-mummy character. Bullshit, he is a mummy. Riptor's, I would definitely give that a 5. Even though I'm not a big fan of Riptor, her design as a cyborg dinosaur looks fucking epic. I will say. That is something I'm just like, whoa, because I'm a fan of skeletons, robots, and cyborgs in fighting games. They are brilliant. If they're designed perfectly well, that is. From another questions from Bob Dole. He's got 3 here. Who are your 3 favourite KI characters? I've already mentioned these before. Mate, I've already answered these questions. Mate, look at the people's comments before you leave your questions. But if you already posted your questions before for anyone else, just like, you can always edit the questions. You know that, man. You can't edit the comments from your question. All right, let's move on to, where is that bastard? There we go. Here it is. It is a very good friend of mine who to be honest with you, he's like a brother I've never had, and he's brilliant. From Rick550, what is your game of this year? What is your favourite Rareware game other than KI? Ooh, 2 questions that are pretty interesting. Game of this year. Ooh. I really don't know, man. Oh man, it's so hard to choose. I really don't know which game is one of my favourite ones of what game should be deserved game of this year. I really don't know. But it's so difficult, man. I do apologise, mate. But your second question I can't answer. What is your favourite Rareware game other than KI? Very good question. Perfect Dark. Perfect Dark Zero is a bit. It was okay. Banjo Kazooie and Banjo Tooie. The Conquer series, I will say. Jet Force Gemini. And surprisingly, there is one game I never even got the chance to play, and that is Battletoads. I really want to play that game so badly because it does look pretty good. Even though that one level where you're like driving through the hovercraft and like trying to dodge obstacles and shit, that does look pretty annoying. But I still want to play it, man, because it's video games. I want it to be like fucking off the wall bunkers and shit like that. You know what I mean? But yeah. So yeah, those are my favourite games from Rare, really. But not Connect. Connect Sports can fuck off. And I hope Scott they actually stop with that shit now. Just hang on, guys. I'm just checking if there's any other questions I missed out. I do apologise, Bob Doll. I'm gonna have to skip your questions because they're pretty much the same from what Weird Old Fanatic asked. I do apologise, mate. They're very similar. But yeah, to be honest, I think that's all the questions for today, guys. All right, don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe. Don't worry, I will be doing the reaction video to Riptor's trailer, which is coming out today. I'm hoping so, anyway. But I hope it comes out soon, pretty soon today, or possibly tonight. I will be doing a reaction video to it, so don't panic, and I will be mentioning more stuff later on in that next video. So yeah, 2 videos are gonna be uploaded in one day. So yeah, it's pretty new to this channel. Okay, guys, peace out.